Hello, welcome to my channel. If you've seen my last tutorial, we did this painting. We're just going to add a few details to it. So we're just going to get our fan brush. We're going to be doing some clouds, some birds, and we're going to be adding some spray for the waterfall. The first thing you want to do is just get your fan brush loaded up with some of that titanium white. We're just going to start somewhere in here. I just want to do these little swirls coming off of it. Once we got a few marks in there, add a little extra in this area. Once we got those marks in there, we just want to grab our feathered brush or a soft bristled brush. Acrylic brushes work pretty good as well. We're just going to lightly fan, just grabbing a little bit of that edge and pulling it out. Doing little circular motions. And I'm switching up the circular motion clockwise, counterclockwise. You don't want to brush them too much that they just disappear. We do the same on the top. I would just lightly soften over it. That'll knock down some of that paint. Softens it and takes away a lot of those brush marks. So do this one over here. Same thing. Do a little circular motion. Maybe I haven't done clouds before, but I find some of the best clouds are when you just do those little motions and you just kind of throw the paint on, so to speak. And there, and we have a few clouds on the sky. Now the next thing that we can do is you just want to get a liner brush or a fine tip brush and get some of that black on the tip. We just want to find a spot with a little corner of this titanium white. We're just going to kind of make a dark gray. Not too dark, we just don't want it absolutely completely black. And you got a little bit of that color on your brush. I usually set my hand here just as a little support. You want to hold the brush on an angle. Just kind of pull in on a little bit of an angle. Do the same thing. And you can put as many of these guys as you'd like. You can do some really small ones here. Get a little bit more light gray on the brush. Maybe we'll just put one here on the side. This can be a little difficult. You gotta kind of have a steady hand. But just go for it. A little bird over there. Maybe a lot of them are down here. Now that you have some of that darker color in there, just a little bit of shade. Get some of our titanium white on a clean liner brush. We'll just do the same thing, except we're just going to highlight these guys. Now we have some birds flying off in the distance. Now we're going to do some water spray for our waterfall. You just want to get a fan brush or a stiff bristled brush, works well. I use a toothbrush and keep it just for this very reason. You just get some liquid white on there, or you can use titanium white thinned out. You just want to lightly spritz a little bit of color down in the area where the waterfall would be. Just in those areas there. And if you wanted to, you could even use some of that to add in this darker blue area, maybe some star effect. You do that just by getting that and sprinkling in a little bit of those spatter marks. On any of these little areas where you get some of that spatter, you can just lightly brush that away. Just any of the spots that you don't want. But this shows you just, hey, you can always add some effects. Maybe you got a painting like this if you watched our tutorial, or maybe you got some paintings kicking around that you've done and you just wanted to add some effect to it. Never too late too. You can always come in a little after. I mean, it might be a little more work getting rid of the spots afterwards, but all I'm doing is just using this brush, kind of lightly fanning across it and trying to blend them out. Because it is liquid white, it will blend down easier. Maybe we'll push that spatter back. Don't need it kicking out that far. And that's a painting. Now you got some stars, a little bit of spatter, water spray for your waterfall, and birds. And if you find these tips and tricks helpful, you can always come check out our channel. We're always doing new things, little tips or tricks. And thanks for watching. Have yourself a great day.